Hello, always dizzy here. Sorry, a little bit of a later stream today. Oh, that's weird. My voice sounds weak for some reason. I'm not sure why that is. I'm actually feeling better today, apart from, my voice feeling really weak. That is weird. Yesterday, I increased my puzzle streak to 41. So we'll see if I get there for the first time ever. So I'm going to do puzzle streak of 41 before I play any games tonight. And let's get started. We are 1 minute in. Okay. So we have a fork. And I don't think that's going anywhere. So yeah, I think we can just take, and then this fork remains and we're up a lot of pawns. So that was kind of a strange first puzzle to be given. This is defended to the fork here. There's a mate and two. There's a mate. Okay, I've got bishop a4 at the end. Check should be mate and two. Black. We are white. Skewer. Skewer, hardly knew her. Okay. I just made that up. Oh my god. Okay, so check. Here comes. I wasn't coughing until I started talking. But then we have a discovery on D1 here. Oh, I thought I did, but I didn't think he was going to hang the queen. Okay. Nobody in the stream yet, but it is a later stream. I should have brought some cough drops with me. Deflection. Take. It's a lifeline. Fork. Ooh, so we do have a fork, but can we survive? I think we can. Ooh, let me be careful here. No, it should work. Oh! Yeah, this is protected twice, so it's a good thing I'm being careful. What about queen? No, that doesn't. Does that work? Yeah, maybe. Does this work? No. Yeah, maybe we can go here. Feels very dark here. I got all my lights on. Check. Check. And then what about take? And then if he takes, bring in the other rook. I mean, it's looking good, but and then I don't know if I want to go to G7 or rook E1. this is probably good because he can't go to the back rank. Otherwise, I'm taking with check. And if he moves up, then I have check. And that just looks good. But then again, you think this would transpose. Jesus, I wasn't coughing at all. It's something about talking. Something about talking making me cough. I don't know. They both look good. So why does the move order matter? Why? Check. And what's wrong about this? What's bad about this? What is bad about this? Maybe because of King F8. It's because of King F8, so we have to take here. Good. Could his queen be trapped? I think so. We are black. So we have a check. We also have this check upon which he has to go to either D1 or E1. Then I have another check. I don't know about that. Okay, so we look at rook A2. Check. 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 Comes in here. Then check. Ooh, still still kind of tight. I already forgot what line I was looking at. King D1? Or was I looking at this? Check, check. If he comes back, check. Oh, I can't even remember. I'm so confused. E2, King D1. E2 comes back, check. Oh yeah, check. I was looking at this, but even this I'm not so sure about at all. I'm not. Okay, so we look at check. If he goes straight back, yeah, that's what I just looked at. So if I go rook A2, it's yeah, I don't know. This is tripping me up here. E3. If he goes King E1, then I have this check. And I don't know if I'm stopping these, you know. If he goes to D1, then I give a check. But then if he goes up, then I have this check. Then he goes King E1, then I have this check again. Okay, I'm going to start with, I'm actually not sure. I'm going to go with this line. Yeah, I'll look at this one was the engine. So King E1, we have the check, but I was still not 100% sure about this. Excuse me for the cough. I'm going to have to get a cough drop. And had he gone straight back, you see, this is where I was really not sure. But everything's winning. We can go D2 and then check. Oh yeah, I did look at that. But there's even just rook G8 is the best. Oh yeah, rook G8 was good here too. Okay, I don't know. I don't like that one. I'm going to get a cough drop, though. Okay. I should have brought more than two, but... Okay, we are white. So we have a check. And then I can take the knight. I like it just for that alone. I just have to make sure that there's no fork after. But I don't see one. Okay. We are black here. What about rook g1? Queen f6. But then I can attack it. Okay, we are white. Long ways to go. 41 is quite a journey. We have a discovery. Check. And then we are up. Well, it's a rook against two minors. Can we do better than that? Wow, I think we can. Oh, it's not quite mate. Oh, it's so close to being mate. Take. But he can block with the rook. That's a shame. Okay. Check. And then knight g4. And then mate here. Take, check, and then my king is better. Ooh, yeah, I'll be up a pawn at the end of this. Check. And then just take the rook. At the very least. Now, do we actually have a mate here? Check. No mate. I think we just take. Swish and Zug. Put us up. Will put us up the exchange. Yeah, I think we just take now. And I'm making great time. We can. This wins a rook. Whoops. Stupid mouse. Queen is overloaded. This puts us up a piece. He does have a discovery that I have to look at, but it's not a good one. Check. And that's just got to be winning. Then king f f2. He has no good checks. And I think I queen here. I mean, that should be enough. Check, and then this opens up bishop g3. Wow, I'm really improving on the puzzles, I gotta say. I'm already at 35 in 15 minutes. Okay. I think I can hit his rook, the sole defender of c3. And I think we just take that. We are down a pawn, but only thing that makes sense. Didn't love that puzzle. We have a check, and then we win his rook. Yeah, because he can't go here. So this should just win his rook. He does have a queen, though. So this is, we need to mate. We need to mate. So check, and then this will be mate. Are we, is this, okay, it's not quite mate. There's a fork here. How about a check? No, this check. And then, is that mate? Nope. Okay, but rook h3, king h2. I don't think that's it. Okay, so we'll look at this again. He has two legal moves. If he goes to f2, I think this is mate. And if he goes here, this is mate. So this is going to be it. Just verifying. Okay, 38. Wow, I have really gotten better at these. His queen looks trapped. Although he could take here, but after I recapture, he's not trapped anymore. But the thing is, I don't know how to trap him if he goes to a5. Chat is still non-existent tonight. Non-existent chat. Tuesday evening. What about this? That would trap his queen. But he could take on a4. I mean, I'm not sure about that. Maybe I don't trap his queen. Although I'm sure I do. Okay, so maybe it is bishop c3, and then the only way to save his queen is knight c3, right? And then I go d takes c3, and then after queen a4, then I have knight b3. I'm going to do that. wow. Tough. Last one? No. 2 more. I have to do 41 now. I already forgot. We have a fork. And it's probably queen g7. Because it picks up a piece. These pawns are strong, but I would be up a piece here. And I don't see why this isn't good. So, last one now. First time doing 41 on purpose. And I'm making great time too. I'm 20 minutes in. Is this a thing? Takes. We have maybe bishop b5. He got knight c4. Okay, let's consider taking. And let's say he recaptures with the rook. And let's say I recapture. And let's say he recaptures. I mean, it just can't be it, eh? So maybe here and then I take. Or do I take here first? If knight takes, then I have bishop b5. Winning the exchange. Right? And if he takes with the rook, then that could be a problem. So maybe I do go here first. But then again he has knight c4. But after knight c4, can I take on d1? He can't recapture because I'll just take. So he would have to take here, but then I can come back. So I think it is bishop b5 first. So bishop b5, if he blocks with the knight, so if knight c4, we take on d1. Yeah, and again, if he takes, then we just recapture. And if he takes here, we come back at the very least. If he takes on d5, then I take his queen. So I think it's here. And yeah, so here I think I'm taking his queen. Otherwise, if I take the rook, he has knight c5 again. And I'm done. I'll get one wrong on purpose now. So that took 23 minutes, which is great for 41, puzzle streak of 41. First time doing puzzle streak of 41 on purpose. Ooh. Oh, feels good. Oh, yeah. 41. Puzzle streak of 41 every day for life now. Time for a game. Need to get the rating up. It's low. Rusty Gusty 2101. Carol from Canada. I am a little rusty. I think e6 is a little bit better because here white could have played, I think, knight e5. But I'm just going to play the usual. Okay, memory time soon. Is it g3? Obviously, it depends what he does. But if he goes knight d5, or is it c4 or king b1? So if knight d5, actually, I think, okay, that seems wrong though. Queen e7 or queen e8 or queen e7. That seems wrong. So I'm thinking knight e5. Then I can play g4 right away. He also can't kick me out. Now he could trade here. But I think that is usually welcome by white. So I am going to play knight e5. And I'll take with the pawn, I think. Because we keep the initiative going there, because we'll be on his knight. And I do like the 3-on-4 pawn structure here. If he doesn't take it, then I have g4. And so I think I can just go g4 right away even. If he takes, then I can take again, and we're threatening g5. So I am just going to play g4, and yeah, I think black usually wants to castle queenside in these positions, because this is usually an issue. Okay, he breaks. Can I just ignore it? Because I think my attack is more imminent. If he takes here, I'm just taking the knight. If he takes my knight, I can still take. Oh no, I can't, because he can come back, right? Okay, so if I go g5 takes, I guess I go here, but I think we're pushing still. Even if I lose a pawn, I have an attack here, so let's keep going on with this attack. Yeah, so now can I go h6 here? Should I? Let's say he takes on d4. Or should I just take on g5 now? That might be more prudent. Let's do that. Now, if he moves this knight, he is threatening f6, but I have knight g6. Okay, so I could take that pawn. I could also go knight g4. I could also take, and then I have a fork here. Maybe I should take the knight. But I mean, everything looks good. So takes, we have knight d7. But he can actually get out of it because he has a check, and then he can move his rook. So it's a good thing I saw that. Takes, boom, check. King b1. And then he moves the rook, and I'm trapped. So that was a good miss. Okay, I'm down a pawn, but look at this attack here. So can I go h6? If he plays g6, or then I can go knight g4. If he takes my knight, I don't know, but this has to be good, right? So let's go h6. If he takes on h6, I'll go bishop takes, I think. Maybe I take with the rook. Yeah, so here we have to recapture. He has knight g4. Oh, he does have knight g4, but then I'm on his rook. So we shall take. So knight g4 I take, and then I'm on his rook. See, bing, bang, boom, bang. And I'll be up the exchange. Still would be a lot of work, though, because he would have a pawn for the exchange. And it's just the exchange, but I would probably do that. Well, actually, that's mate. What am I talking about? Okay, so we have check. Forces him to go king h8. I could also take here, which looks pretty good because then I'm threatening f6 again. Let's take. And if king g7, maybe I just put a rook on g1. Or do I have a deflection there? Could I go check and then check? Yeah, I could. So he can't take. Yeah, he can't take because I win the queen. Boom, boom, check. So I think he's dead here. If he plays rook c5, then I can probably just take on f6 at the very least. Or maybe then, you know, that I go check. And then I think I'm winning his rook, because then I can go check here. Takes, 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 takes. Yeah, so this is just over. Hello, Skewy Chess. No money. Who plays chess for money? Of course there's no money in chess. But programming, computer science, is there money in that? These days, if you're just getting if you're just starting into it with AI, I think you're better doing blue collar stuff. Okay. Yeah, so I think check, boom. And then check. Because first of all, I think I can ignore all of this. Right? I don't think this is a problem for me. So I think we're going to want to go rook h8, king g7, and then either queen or bishop takes. And then we have this deflection. So I think this should work. So king g7, and we do it this way. So check, and then we have this deflection. Yeah, so queen f6, and then maybe rook g1. I think this is forced, and then it's just mate, right? In 2, so check, takes, check, and mate. I also could have done rook. I could have done it the other way, but we'll do it this way. Okay, so that was pretty smooth sailing. He went wrong when he played queen e7. Yeah, he didn't know theory there. So here again, I'm trying to remember. I think It might be queen c7. I think maybe even queen b6 is a line, queen a5. And there's knight d5 too. But I think queen c7 might be the main line here. But yeah, queen e7 didn't really make any sense. And then I don't think he should have castled kingside here. That's pretty suicidal. I think black really wants to castle queenside here. Or, you know, rook c8, c5, something along these lines. But this is probably the last thing black should be doing. I didn't say computer science was blue collar. I said, like, if I was 20 or, you know, around that age, I would be getting into blue collar stuff. That's going to give you the most job security. Okay, let's look at that. What's the engine? A perfect game. Okay, but he let me do that. Yeah, so if we just go back to this queen e7 move. Yeah, well, am I Swedish? Do I look Swedish? I don't have blonde hair or blue eyes. I don't think I look Swedish at all. Oh, software engineer. What I am is a mystery. Okay, so queen e7, I guess it's playable. But not black's best try. So, yeah, the main line is queen c7. Followed by, I guess second best is casting, but it's not good. I mean that's second most played is casting, but it's not good. Yeah, so I was right. Queen c7, queen b6. I was also thinking possibly knight d5. Yeah, those are all better. Well, actually, yeah, knight d5 I guess is not so great here, but queen c7 I think is the main way to play. Hello, Tanner. Yeah, I think I remember you. I think you play bass or something. Okay, so that went well. We like a perfect game. Let's try another one. Need to get the rating up. COVID dropped it by 100 points. And I still have that brain fog. I'm still not back 100% yet. Here we have a brand new account, and I'm going to dodge the brand new account because, well, enough said about that, I think. And okay, we have another opponent, Tonino Nono. And let's try the Dutch here. So I've been getting some good positions in the Dutch, but then I, being an old man, ran out of time. So I have to watch that. I am going to take voluntarily the knight to guarantee the doubling of the pawns, and I shall just castle now. And I'm going to play d6 and play this as a very classical Dutch. So I could go knight c6 or queen e8. I think I'm going to go knight c6, and this will help me play e5. Okay, this is funny. I was looking at a very similar position earlier today even. I used to play a5 to stop this advance, but these days I like to just get on with the show, and I think I'm going to go queen e8 immediately. There's also knight a5 here, which I'm a little tempted to do, or should I just play e5 right away? But I don't want him trading queens. I want my queen. So either queen e8, a5, or knight a5. But no, my knight wants to cover e5. So I'm going to go queen e8. If a5, I'll just ignore it. I don't think it's a problem. So queen c2. That is good that he played that, because that reminds me I actually want to play knight e4. And so I will play knight e4. Thank you for reminding me, White. And I am going to voluntarily, once again, trade, because I'm happy to trade. Took away a defender from his king. And now, can we re-establish e5? Yes. Okay. So I'm playing e5. If d5, well, we should be pretty happy about that, because it kills his bishop a little bit. And okay. So this threatens c4, which is always a pain in the ass. That's one of my biggest pains. So I've got f4 and I have e4. I'm going to ignore this for now, which could bite me later. But yeah, so e4. If f3, I guess d3, but kind of scary. Yeah, we're almost ready to attack here. Ooh, there's so many. This is where I burn a lot of time, because there's so excuse me, so many possibilities. So if I go f4, and if he ignores it, though, what am I doing? Right? If he ignores it, I'm not really threatening anything. It does open up my bishop. I like that, but I'm not really threatening anything. This kills his bishop a little bit, but f3, again, I'd kind of have to play e3, and I'm just not so sure about that. I could bring in my queen. And then my rook, and there's often ways to attack there. Maybe I'll do that. So put it all the way on h5. And we'll see about that. I also have to make sure that if I do that, there's not a tactic here after. I don't think there is. So we're going to do this. And then a little rook left. Now, normally I have another knight here, and that helps deal with a... Okay, wow. He snatched that off. Oh, I see. Okay, you know what? I might be able to sack the exchange here. Boy, he's playing quick, though. He's got my number, hey? Okay, so... Sacking the exchange, so my king would have to take. Yeah, I screwed up there. Okay, so what if I take... Let him take my rook. At that point, I would have to recapture. I don't think I have enough there. So I really screwed this up. I'm surprised he played this well in 52 seconds, I have to say. Can I push? Probably not. He can can he just keep on with his attack? Because I really have nothing here. Maybe then I can... Yeah, I really don't have anything here, hey? This will be interesting to learn from. Okay, what about c5? Takes, and then try to get active here or something. Doesn't look so good. Wow, I'm really surprised how quickly he got me. What are we going to go? Bishop a6. Bishop a6 moves the queen somewhere. Could also do it this way, maybe. Push. Okay, I think I want to move the bishop, but where? Okay, I put it here. I got to move somewhere. Man, I was liking my position. I can't believe how quickly he got me here. Okay. Don't really want to take because this looks pretty bad, but I don't want to deal with that pawn anymore. I think he should probably take with the queen. If he takes with the bishop, I might do this rook lift. Hello, Humberto. Yeah, he played very quickly and I played my usual speed. Okay, I can kill his bishop a little bit, but then he just takes my pawn. What about this? This is interesting. Drops my rook though, so let's get this rolling. If he takes the pawn, I think I just continue with this attack, and then if h4, I don't know, maybe okay. He wants to trade queens. I could probably go here, and then he can still take, but I can still go here. I also have discoveries now. Okay, so let's continue with this. And I think he's going to go h4 now. So h4 we will take. And we are opening things up a little bit here. So we're down a crap load of pawns. 2 pawns, and our king is exposed. And and we're down 5 minutes on the clock. So that's not good. You hate when someone of the same rating plays 15 moves of 3. I don't hate that. I'm just slow. I mean, as I get older, I mean, I've just really slowed down. My brain just, I don't think I've really gotten worse or not much worse, but I'm just really, really slow. And then as I try to play quicker, I just make mistakes. That's just what happens as you age, unfortunately. Okay, anyways, what can he do? Because I am threatening a check, right? Now, he could just try to make a run for it, you know, play something like e3 and then run. And he could try that, but probably he wants to just create counterplay or stop my attack altogether. But I don't see how he's just stopping it. If he goes to h4, I do believe, okay, he's on my rook. But I can give a check. But then what am I doing? Then I have perpetual here. And I think we should play that. That's just because I think we have, no, it's not perpetual. Yikes. Okay, so a bit of a problem here. Oh, God. I screwed that up. Okay. So I can move my rook. How ambitious do I want to be here? I could attack here. Wait, I almost have discovery on his queen. If I can get access to a light square. I can't though. Okay, yeah, so maybe I attack his queen. He comes in and then I'll play that out. Okay. So queen g2. Can I go check, check? Not enough. Not enough. So let's go all the way back here. Okay, so he defended my attack and I have no time. Down 2 pawns. King is exposed. Most importantly, I have no time. So he can activate his pieces now. I am threatening to take on c4. So he's trying to deal with that. How does he defend that is what he's thinking. He can't. Well, I guess he could push, and that's what he's probably going to play. And now we cry. Okay, so I'm going to go here anyways because I keeping some pressure on e2, and can I keep applying pressure to it? He can double up, but at least we got to keep that pressure going. So he's going to go here. But I could actually even apply more pressure. Apply directly to the forehead here. Hello, Ronaldo. Big. I don't have time to reply right now because I only have a minute. So boom. What if I do this? Check. That wins the rook, so he can't do that. Okay. That's a good move. Do I have check here? I don't think so. Okay, let's just make a move before I flag. That's a very good move because this would have lost to queen h1. Okay, so I'm just trying to open up more lines to his king, but I just don't have time on the clock here. Just don't have time. Maybe, yeah, and then if I can get this one going, I could maybe take, oh no, I can't take that pawn. Okay, so I want to take, right? And then, okay, so okay, I had a lot of ideas. But I'm going to go here because this is a check. Is it a good check? Not really. Okay, so now we're going to go here. I just don't have time. It's so frustrating. I never get to finish my games. So I'm going to try for this, but I just don't have the time. I just don't have the time. Yeah, frustrating. I can never finish a game. Can he just push the pawn? I think so. And I just don't have the time. He was so quick. He played so quick. Okay, check. Check. We win the queen, but we only have 18 seconds. Okay, you can't keep running, sir. Okay, I get the other rook too, though. I get the other rook. Actually, you know what? You know what's better than a rook? Checkmate. So let's go for checkmate. Alekhine here. Not Alekhine. Lasker. Okay, right? So we just walk away. 11 seconds. Oh, shit. He's got this. Okay, well, it's okay. I'll trade. Oh, do we have this, though? Yes, we do. Look at that. Amazing. Okay. Pick your poison. Okay, I'm happy with that finish. I got to tell you. I'm proud of that finish. There we go. Oh, kept the pressure on. Wow. Oh, that was so frustrating. I hate being so low on the clock with no increment. It sucks. Okay. Ooh, Humberto finally likes a game I played. No, I'm proud of that one. You know, I'm not often proud, but because I'm not an aggressive player. That's why I'm proud. I'm not an attacking player. So for me to attack is rare and new, and it feels good, I gotta say. Oh, okay. Got to win, Mr. Dutch there. But I was in trouble for a while, and I forget why. I forget why. How did I get in trouble? Yeah, it was something in the middle game. Like he took something here. Yeah, there's some pawn here that he took, and that gave me issues. But yeah, I'm really happy with that finish. So, I'm gonna answer Ronaldo's question. By the way, Kamustika, Ronaldo, you have a question. How many hours do I play? Pretty much when you see me stream, that's mostly what I play. So maybe 2 hours per day. So I'll also play usually, like sometimes I'll play during the day off stream a little bit, like a couple games, but not too much. I'll also do a bit of woodpecker off stream, but that's only like 7 minutes. And I'll watch some YouTube in bed. But mostly what I play is what you see on stream. So yeah, about 2 hours. And then lately, before going to bed, I'll read a chess book for like 15 minutes or so. Hello, Programming Archives. You missed a nice game. Okay, so looking at this one again. So we had a Dutch, and he played it very well. He played it kind of perfect, I think. Yeah, and I think I did too. I think we both played very well here. I played e5. I think this is correct. And then, yeah, bishop a3, annoying. And I think here I spent a very long time thinking about e4 or f4. Ultimately, I decided to be a little bit more brute force. So I'm curious what the computer will suggest here. I actually wonder if maybe I could have done rook f6. Right? Because this is an attack. And we get off of this bishop. So rook f6 could have been interesting. I'm going to get some more cough drops. This was 10-0. Okay, so I played queen h5. He took the. I was surprised that he took the knight. I'm still surprised. Oh yeah, because he wanted what happened in the game. So I did not see that coming at all. Still, I don't know if this is good for white. Because he did give up his only defender, really, of his king side here. You've been mad tilted. Yeah, well, you should see me. I dropped 100 points, and I think most of that is from because I'm just getting over COVID right now. Good news is I tested negative today. I got it over here. I finally tested negative. Look, I'm pregnant. No, but and I think a lot of that is like brain fog from COVID. Hopefully, I don't get this long COVID thing. So yeah, this is I mean, maybe this is good for white, but where's his bishop? You know, he's got weak light squares now. I wonder if I could have just ignored it and done something here. You know, g5, maybe. But yeah, I took. Then I did the rook lift. Yeah, I think this was probably not great. Queen f4. And yeah, went for it. And here he's just being greedy. Why are you taking... Okay, I guess he is hitting my rook. That's true. But maybe he should be trying to worry about getting attacked here. So I gave a check. And hit his queen. Yeah, he came back to simplify. And yeah, I just wanted to keep pressure because his king is right here. I don't want it escaping. I also don't want him opening up lines. And I like that his rook is tied to the e2 pawn. And I was planning something like this, but I didn't see how that was going to happen. So I just wanted to tie this down. And just, again, just tying this down as much as I could. He played f3, which seemed good to me because I was threatening, I think, queen h1, check. And, oh, wait, no. No, I think I was going to go here first, check. And then after takes, then queen h1, check, and then I win. Oh, I don't even win this, though. So I'm not, but it feels like this is a threat, though. Oh yeah, no, it is a strat, right? Because then I have queen e2. So this was a strat. Okay. So yeah, so he played f3. And I didn't know what to do here, but I was really low on the clock. I think I had like 40 seconds or something. I just wanted to open up lines to the king because I'm down material. So I just wanted, I mean, I have every piece in the game. So I just want to open up lines. And, well, I was just eyeing e3 here. I think I had like 20 seconds here, maybe less. And yeah, just trying to get access to e3 again. He shuts it down. Still trying to get access here. He moves the king. I think he could probably just move the pawn, and then I'm in big trouble there. But he moved the king. I came in, and then instantly saw this tactic. You know, been doing so many puzzles lately, so helps a lot. And then I really liked because here I had like 11 seconds. I really liked it, immediately resisting the temptation to just take the rook because I saw that we had mate here. So I went for it, and again, I didn't simplify because I saw that we had mate in 2. So I really like that finish. Okay. Especially with so low time in the clock. Let's take a look at that with the engine because I'm really curious about the opening. Now, I think this dipped a bit because I thought I was better out of the opening. Wow. I'm a little bit surprised about this. I thought I was a little bit better out of the opening. And I was never better until the very end. That is surprising to me. He really played well against my Dutch there. Okay, so let's see. So first of all here, so the knight c6. Yeah, maybe I could have played knight e4 right away as well. I always forget about knight e4. But knight c6 was good. And then I was thinking a5. I mean, I used to always play a5 here, but actually here it's not good. Yeah, it's a little too slow, I think. So e5 was good, but I didn't play e5. There was also, I was considering knight a5 too. That would have been good. So queen e8 is not great here. Not terrible, but not great due to a5 and or c5. I wasn't really worried about this. I was probably just going to play e5 here. And we're okay, but this is apparently not optimal. So I'm curious about the e5 first, because I thought he could just trade queens here. And he can. I don't like this, though. I don't know if I guess, I mean, okay, white does have these weak pawns for us to play against, but he also has the bishop pair. I don't know if I like this, though, honestly. I don't know if I like that. So, yeah, is there something else we can do after takes? No. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look at that closer on my own. Maybe that's... Is there a reason to play knight e4 instead? And then if a4... By the way, I think you can't take... I think... No, we don't get trapped, but... I'll look at that more on my own. I'm a little bit surprised though, because I don't want to trade queens here. I don't really like this position. So yeah, I'll research that on my own. He played this really, really like perfectly. So I brought in the knight. Computer actually suggesting e5 here. I can understand that. And taking was good. And then I played e5. It's suggesting b6. That's a weird move though. Or knight e5. I don't know. Yeah, I played e5 here. He played this really well. Now, this is the first, this in the game, I really wasn't sure what to play here. I was considering e4, but I wasn't sure. Like f3, it does want to play e3. But I was worried, actually, what if he goes here instead and then bishop a... So I was worried about stuff like this. But the computer says after f4, we're totally fine. I didn't consider f4. Yeah, I should have seen f4 here. Because if he takes, well, his king is exposed. Actually, computer doesn't even want to take. It wants to hit the queen. And then do some crazy stuff. Maybe not crazy, but then it wants to attack. Yeah, that looks pretty good. By the time he gets his pawn, we'll have a big attack here brewing. So I didn't see the follow-up of f4. So I guess the e3 was good there, or e4 rather. And yeah, rook f6 was also good. This was actually a mistake because of what happened. Well, not because of what happened, but if he had taken on e5 first, and if we take with the pawn, apparently we're losing after bishop d5 for some reason. Oh wait, our rook. Right. Oh my god. So easy to fall for that. Wow. Yeah, this bit, I'm not used to the bishop being on a3, but that's serious. I mean, that's another vote to just get that rook off of this a3 f8 diagonal with rook f6 here, or e4. But yeah, so that's why that's not good. This pawn is pinned. That's another way to look at this, right? If we take with the knight, there's c5, and we still have some problems here. So this bishop a3 is really annoying. That's my main annoyances in the Dutch. It's the c4 pawn, really, or like or the queen or the bishop going on these diagonals. That causing me a lot of grief. Namely, the c pawn. Okay, so but he took the knight first, and then he took, and this is close to equal. And I played it fine. And it's equal. Yeah, so this was all equal for both sides. Both sides played well here. This is a mistake, but I only had 40 seconds. Any other move was better. This was bad, apparently, because we lose. Yeah, I didn't see this. I didn't see bishop c1. Neither did he. But yeah, this was, and then he screwed up here. He should have just played e3. I'm really surprised he didn't. He had a lot of time. And then, yeah, we're just winning here. Okay, we're going to play another game. But it makes me feel bad. Like the Dutch, it's like slippery slope. Like it's. I missed that one, like that bishop a3. It's so easy to go bad quickly as black there. It's so, I mean, because the ideas that you overlook aren't so obvious. So yeah, so it's really easy to go bad quickly. Okay, playing I'm Ankaragi, who's not moving. So maybe he's stream sniping. No. Okay, so this will transpose into well, this could transpose into either a Sozin or a Bodler, and I get to choose. Let's go Bodler just because I haven't seen that in a while. And I think, yeah, you could also argue it's like a Shaven Ingen. Trying to think now. Well, no, we could still transpose into a Sozin here. But no, let's keep it Bodler. Okay, I burned a minute more than I needed to there. I have more experience against the Sozin, but that's why I wanted to play the Bodler, just because I actually struggle. Actually, hang on a second. It's not really the Bodler because there's no pawn on d3, I think. Anyways, let's just castle. And so we can invite white to sacrifice the bishop on e6. Usually that gives black a small edge because we get 2 minors for the rook and 2 pawns, and the 2 minors are developed, so that's the logic there. And so we could do that by playing knight bd7. Okay, so because we have a pawn on e6, we can't do our fancy knight g4 trick. I'm wondering about queen b6 because that might set up. So if e5, but knight f5, that doesn't work, right? Yeah, so we can't do that. I could play knight c6. Hey, hang on. Can I go queen b6, bishop b3, knight c6? He still has knight f5, I think. Yeah. Okay. So I could go a6 or I could go knight bd7. So knight bd7 again allows this, right? It allows that. And I think I'm going to. Okay, no, I'll play a6. I'm going to play just because I normally have a pawn at a6, but yeah, I could have. I'll play it next move. Because I think this favors black by a hair. But I'm also not sure if the pawn being on f4. Normally the pawn isn't on f4 when this happens. So I'm not sure if that changes things. It might, because f5 could be a problem. In fact, f5 right away. f5 right away, I think I'm playing e5. Oh, he played a4. Didn't even see him do that. Okay, careful about suggesting anything Ronaldo while I can still play moves. I didn't see exactly what you wrote, but okay. So I could play knight c6, right? Or I could play knight b7 and invite this, as I've said a million times. But there's a difference because normally this bishop is on b3, and then you can go knight c5. So if he doesn't take it, I don't know what I'm doing here. Maybe am I threatening knight b6? Not really. So I don't know how useful this actually is. So I don't think I'm actually going to do that. Yeah, because if this pawn was still on a3, then I could do it. Okay. So he stopped b5. I think I'm just going to offer a trade here. And if bishop e3, this a4 is pretty good because, yeah, normally you play b5. Okay, so we shall take. He plops into there. Do I have d5? If e5, I think I can actually take, right? Because we're winning a pawn, at least for a minute. And if he takes back, so I think I can actually play here, and I'm going to. This is d5 is often a move I miss in these positions, but I remember Stockfish recommending it because, yeah. Because this is always scary, but we can actually just take because the bishop protects on f6. Now, if bishop a2, we can take on e4. We get ugly pawns, and I don't know how long I can save this pawn. Okay, we want to take here. No, this forces a trade, though, which is interesting. This forces a trade. I might actually do that, but this fixes one of my isolated pawns, and I like that. And it is with tempo. So maybe I will do that. Yeah, but this was tempting. Okay, so bishop a2, I presume. And then I'm thinking bishop b7. Just get that bishop to life. No, he goes on the other diagonal. Okay. I still think I want bishop b7, and I'm going to play that. Okay. We have rook c8 in some cases. I might go there next move. Bishop c5. Do I want to go knight e4? No, I don't. I think I'm going to go rook c8 next. What if he goes f5? Maybe e5. Yeah, that looks good, right? Yeah, there we go. Asked and answered. And if g4, he might do it, but then I guess we're threatening d4, right? Gets a little messy. Okay. So we can win a pawn here, but we can't. Oh, can we take it? He takes the bishop, but he's on my other bishop too. So can we prepare that? Because I'm looking at check, right? And then take, right? So queen b6, boom. Take. But also this is hanging. So maybe I attack here. And then his knight actually... Okay, we're going to do this. Hopefully I don't regret it. No, let's be careful. Okay, knight a2. Because I don't like bishop f3. No, well, now the point is just, you know, I don't want to make it unfair to my opponent, so I don't like to get any external help. Okay, so d4, knight a2. I don't really think I love that. Kind of drawing a little bit of a blank here. Yeah, I was liking this idea, but rook b1 takes. Yeah, I don't like that. Maybe this is too... I mean, would we ever want to come here? That doesn't... No. This seems so... Okay, I don't like this, but... Hang on. Okay, I don't know about this. I don't know about this at all. This seems so passive. It's a very lame move because it's very transparent what I'm trying to do. And then he defends it. Yeah, you see, I feel silly. I mean, it was kind of a... Yeah, that was kind of a silly move. His dark squares here are a little weak, though. Maybe I go queen c7. I like this, actually, I think. If takes, though... Takes. Look at that. Tactics. Okay, let's try that. He might fall for it. Queen c7. If boom, 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 we have queen c5. Man, the puzzles have been paying off. The puzzles have been paying off. Look at that. It's going to happen. Watch. Maybe not. Maybe he sees it now. Man, the puzzles have been paying off. Okay, he sees it now, I think. So he realized he can't take. Okay, yeah, see, he saw it. Okay, that's funny. He saw it. Yeah, he saw it too late. Okay. So we have a great position. We're low on the clock as always. I know I have this, but it's very one dimension. Maybe I just roll the pawns. Can I roll the pawns? We'll try it out. We'll try rolling the pawn. I've got bishops supporting them. Rooks, right, ready to go. So rook c1, I presume. And I'm just going to roll the pawns. Maybe even here, right? Just to weaken, just soften him up a little bit. Let's do it. I'm going to do it. Just, create more weaknesses here. Give me the dark squares. Getting very low on the clock, though, as always. I'm going to check out my opponent's account. Excuse me. Yes. So we could come in here. We could just keep pushing. I could go f6. I kind of like the idea of f6. Hopefully this is not a thing. Okay. Though, but this diagonal though. Should I push c3? But I'm pushing again. Okay, I'm going to push. Push these pawns here. Okay, c4. We have d3. But my clock, man. My clock is an issue. So maybe f6 next. I just don't want this ever becoming a surprise for me. Excuse me. I can't really do this because he always has bishop f3. I could try attacking c2. Yeah, okay. Okay. I might just... Oh, I don't... He's getting in here, though. Okay, let's do this. I'm not loving... Excuse me. I'm not loving this. Did he have f6? He's considering it. I might take with the pawn. No, I don't know if I like that. Okay, now we go f6. He's not really threatening anything, though. So, oh, this, though? Is that a threat? Takes. It's not a threat. Okay. So, oh, God, my time. My time. I'm just too damn slow. I could try for this. Very transparent. And very slow. Okay, that's dangerous for him, though, isn't it? You know? We keep pushing. I got no time on the clock. And could I still come here? Should be. I can still go here, I think. Okay. Rook g1. I don't know what I'm doing next, though. Yeah, I don't have any plan there. Yeah, that's what's going to fall. Oh, I can go here? No, okay, so he's threatening mate. Well, we have to do this. So he comes here. Oh, shit. Damn. Okay, it's time to sack the exchange. Damn, I don't know. He got me. There shall be no miracle this game. His knight sucks, but I'm just down too much material. I got 36 seconds. Too bad. He was a tough opponent. He saw all of my tricks the whole game. Yeah, even the queen c5 thing. He just saw all of my tricks. I can't do anything. You know, I'm trying to go after this. I was trying to do it here, but his knight's covering it. So we'll try for this, you know. Oh my God. It's the miracle of miracles today. I'm just getting so lucky. He fell for it. Oh my, I can't believe it. Oh my God. I normally don't get lucky like this. That was my one threat. And he let me do it. Oh, got a drink to stop coughing here. It is. Christmas came early. I mean, that was the one threat I had, and he fell for it. Okay, let's take a look at the game. So I spent too much time dilly-dallying if I wanted a Sozin or a Bodler attack. And then I spent so much time looking for little tactics and stuff. Didn't see any that worked. I think black is slightly better here. And and then I think rook b8 sucks. Oh, I do have another cough drop. Good. Thank you, Ronaldo. Yeah, I think rook b8 because it's so transparent what I'm trying to do, right? So it was pretty lame. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I could have just run these pawns immediately. So eventually I start pushing them. I might have over pushed them in the end. I was originally thinking bishop g3 because it looks good, but I don't really, I mean, it looks good, but it doesn't really fulfill anything. So I was a little bit confused about how to proceed here. And this is probably a mistake because I think he could just go rook b e1 here. I think I'm a little worse. His knight is so bad, though. Maybe I'm not worse. Oh, I could have gone here. Whose turn is it? It's his turn. Is it his turn? Yeah, maybe I should have went here first, and then I could push it. Yeah, black should be okay here, I think. Yeah, then he grabbed the pawn, and then I was feeling the pain. Yeah, and I sacked the exchange because, well, we have to go for broke here. And then I just went straight for the H pawn. It was so obvious what I was trying to do, and he just didn't care. And, well, we got it. Okay, let's take a look at it with the engine. Try to learn something else. Got very lucky at the end. I'm not afraid to admit it. Look at that graph though. It looks like Batman. So I actually did fine. I did very well here. Completely winning for black. Even here, not the best move. It's suggesting bishop c7. Yeah, so it actually likes this idea that I had, I think. Is this the plan? Yeah, it is a plan. I was thinking about it. It seemed a little transparent, but now my first real blunder here, and I only had 47 seconds, was, again, it wants bishop c7. There's just no way for him to stop this, I think. It's so caveman-y, but we can just go for it. There's nothing he can do about it. Oh, I saw it too, but I didn't do it. So that was, yeah, and then this is a blunder. It doesn't want to sack the exchange. If we don't go bishop c7, then it wants to, you know, start attacking this way or doing nothing. I don't know. I mean, I had 47 seconds here. I don't think I had time to do nothing. But yeah, this would have been best, bishop c7. Okay, I guess I'll play another one. $22-24 opponent. It's a brand new account though, so we say screw you. 3 months old, 200 games played. No, thank you. And I'm playing Victor. And Victor has a lot of games played, so we shall play him. We have a Sicilian on board. French variation. This can transpose to the can. Okay, unusual. So is d5 the idea? I think it might be. So let's play c4, Moroxy bind on d5 here. Now it's kind of like a delayed Cozio. Let's just set up normally here and control d5 again. So he undermines our control of d5. I think I'm just going to allow him to take that and give me double pawns. I could play queen f3. Could I do this? Could I go knight d b5, d6, a3. So I wonder if this is a move, knight d b5. Castles, so he just castles here. And then I don't know, I feel like I'm getting a little bit behind in development, but maybe I can go here. Or am I overthinking it? Do I just play bishop d2 like a human? Like an actual person? I don't really want to, though. I feel like this is good. But it does feel slow. Even a6. Well, not a6, but yeah, d6, ding, ding, ding. Okay, I'm going to do it, though. I'm going to do it. Okay. So we have the bishop pair and we have the Moroxy bind. What's not to like? Okay, so if I go bishop d3, there's d5. What do I think about that? I don't love it. I am going to, I mean, normally the bishop will go to d3 here. But I'm going to put it on e2. I feel a little uncomfortable with it here. Time to castle. And okay. Let's go king h1. It might be a little slow, but I don't want to see this queen on my king because I want to play f4. And I might play it now. Or should I play... No, let's go bishop e3 first. Because I don't want to play f4 and then queen b6. Even though the king is on h1. Because then I can't play bishop e3. So f5 seems a lot. It seems like a lot. I could play f3, but then there's f4. So I might have to take, but what do I think about that? But then this is weak, right? Then d5 is very weak. So what? He takes with the rook? I'm going to take. I think he has to take with the rook. Maybe I still play. Yeah, so he takes there. So can I go here? He's threatening d6. What can he do about that? I think the only move is d5. I'm wasting all my time here as usual. So d5. And I'm very unsure. Maybe knight g3. I'm going to do this. Let's get the knight in. And d5, I'm not sure. I might go knight g3. I'm not sure. I don't think I want to take. I don't really want rook d5. Yeah, I think I want to go knight g3 here. Knight g3. If he pushes, I don't know. It is a bit concerning. But I don't want him playing rook d5. Could I I mean, maybe that's okay. The rook is pretty weird. But so knight g3, I'm scared of d4. I guess I could take, and then we have a lifeline back. If he comes in here, I'm not really scared. I'm going to go knight g3, I think. That was original. Taking d5 was probably okay too, but it's still scary. Okay, now I think I'm going to take. Let's give him an isolated pawn. So that's been good. I still like white here. His piece, black's pieces are very awkward. Okay, so do we just attack this again? But then he can push, right? I don't like the pushing. How about queen b3 and then we have rook a d? I like that. We free up the d1 square. If he pushes, well, then we still play rook d1. I think I like this. Knight a5. I don't know, but let's play this. Yeah, knight a5. I don't know. Maybe queen c3, because then we're hitting the knight. That makes sense to me. Although, yeah, that makes some sense. But then he has queen c7, or rook c7 rather. But technically, we have bishop c6 there. Oh, it gets messy. Okay, bing, bang. No, we can't go there. We take, right? Okay, so knight a5, yeah, here. And then he might free up the c8 square. So then he might go bishop e3. But I don't mind that. I've got rook c1. It's a playable position. Okay. So here we can go here. I could also go queen b4. That might make more sense. But then he can come back. And yeah, so let's go here. Wait, what were they originally doing? Where was I originally going to? Oh yeah, I was going to go here. And then I think he was going to do this. Yeah, this is interesting because it doesn't, but then he just repeats. Okay, yeah, let's do this. So I think he's going to go bishop e6. And then I'm going to go rook c8. And then if this fork, we can just take. But yeah, okay, so he goes back. And now, for our next trick, we could pin this knight, which looks good. This fork, okay, so let's go rook f d1. deal with that first. And then maybe bishop h5. Yeah, there's the bishop that we were waiting on. So I still think I want this. So let's get going, right? Because this shouldn't be a problem. So let's go bishop h5. Down 4 minutes on the clock, as always. Very slow. Now, do I want to take the knight voluntarily? I think so, because these pawns are pretty terrible. Now, okay. So he wants a queen trade. I could go here and then take with the rook, but then f2 falls. I could take here, but then he takes with the queen. And he's doing fine. I don't like that. He's doing fine. I don't like that. I don't really want to trade this, so. He's doing fine. He's playing well. Who is this guy? Victor. Victor playing well here. Okay, let's trade one pair. Hang on, that drops f2, right? Yeah. No, it doesn't. Oh, it does. Yeah, bing, bang, bing, bang, bing, bang. Does this win his rook? No, he's going to take on b2. Damn it. Okay, you know what? We're going here. Very dangerous, though. This is very, very dangerous. I'm planning bishop g5, but our bishop, I mean, you know, there's stuff like this that I'm scared about. It's risky, but I don't want to trade queens here because this is long-term a weakness for black. So I'm trying to really push a win here, and I don't want to trade queens. Maybe I should have just traded queens because it actually does make sense. Okay, so we have bishop g5, and I think I'm going to play that. So let's not overthink that one. If his queen ventures too far away, well, yeah, he's going to go there. So I could go here, but then he's going to do this. What do we do? We go here because we're threatening knight f4 now, hitting this pin. It's a weird move to retreat the knight, but I like this move because we're threatening knight f4 now. And we could also threaten knight d4, just to simplify, just a trade. Okay, so can I still go here? I think I can because it's defended by the bishop in each case. He can't take here because of this, and he can't take here. Okay, so I like what has happened, what has transpired. I could take here, but then he can take my bishop. And it's just getting it's getting complicated now. So what about this? He has to take here, right? Okay, take. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, so maybe I take this way. And then take. No, okay, let's take there. God, I got no time. Okay, I thought I had better. So now let's attack the queen. Just because it's a move, I only have a minute. Okay, so if he comes back, then I'm going to go h3. That's our threat. So we're going to do it. Oh, he's threatening this. So let's actually come back here then. Too bad. Okay, too bad. Damn it. No time here. We're not going to get 3 miracles in a row. I've already gotten lucky at least once. So we shall. Oh God, does that? Okay, I don't know. I don't know if I could have saved that. So we're all in here. Yikes. And I don't have anything here at all. But I think my bishop was trapped there, and I didn't have enough time to look for a way out of it. Bishop h5. Did that do anything at all? Never. I really don't have anything at all here. I mean, that sack was already a lot. Maybe I double up on the e file. Okay, try this. Doesn't work. He's coming in here. Yikes. Okay, I mean, he can take on f2. He can go rook h7 first. Rook h7, I've got this. Yeah, so probably just take on f2. And we have a little trick here. If he takes here, we have a draw. It's not a draw. It's not even a draw. Okay. And this loses a knight for him. Okay. Miracles. But I've got 16 seconds. 16 seconds. Check. Don't go here. Actually, it's not mate, though. 12 seconds. This is a draw, but not with 12 seconds. It's not. I played too slow. It was that. This was a tough position, though. Pretty sure this is a draw here. I shouldn't have pushed the pawn. That was really, really, really stupid. This is still a draw. Oh, now it's not a draw anymore. Try for a stalemate, which I won't get. Okay. I'm gonna say bad game just because I didn't get to finish it out. Well, let's try to learn something from it. Chat disconnected. Oh, successfully reconnected. I lose. Yeah, I know. I'm a slow player. That's my biggest kryptonite. Okay. But this one was a tough game. Like, so he played. Okay, I spent so much time on this move though. I spent a minute and a half on a move that really doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm just such a perfectionist. I can't help it. And I think white is better here, but it took me a long time to get. He spent a minute, and I spent 5 minutes. So this was both. I played a little slow, and he played really quick. I mean, he played it like a bullet game. He spent a minute by move 17 here. So I played a little slow. He played it quick, and then it's a bad combo. And then I burned it. Yeah, I played all of this too slow, right? Like I spent a minute and 15 seconds on bishop h5. I just can't help it. I like to find the best moves. And it bites me in the ass at this time control, at least with no increment. And then I think this was uncalled for. I kind of panicked, but I thought I was losing the bishop here. So maybe this was correct. Yeah, no, I think this was correct to take. But I just didn't have enough time. And then even here, he screwed up, right? And this should be equal for me. Like 100%, it should be at least equal for white here. But I just didn't have the time. And I should have taken, and then this might even be winning. Probably that's still equal because this pawn is strong. But yeah, I just didn't have enough time. It's too bad because if anyone is better here, it's me. I just take on g7. Oh, wait, no. I remember looking at this. It doesn't work because he's got rook f7. But I have an outside passed pawn. So maybe that's still winning, right? Take, check, rook f7, take, and then king g2. And then I put the king in front of this pawn. I think this is winning for me. Yeah, take. So let's look at that with the engine. Okay, it says it's it says it's not winning. But this would be winning had he gone rook f7, which he might have. Yeah, because of the outside passed pawn. So, okay. Just frustrating to lose that on the clock, you know. It's my own fault for playing too slow, but still it hurts. Still hurts. Yeah, and he did play not a great opening. What's my chess title? It's always dizzy or always coughing. Always coughing. Maybe I need to change to always coughing. And I'm just winning out of the opening, right? Plus 2.5. Completely winning here. I just ran out of time. It didn't like the knight e4 because of d5. So it wants to play queen d2 or knight a4. But I just got too low on the clock here, as usual, right? 1 minute on the clock. So this was a blunder because, yeah, then this bishop, yeah, I just didn't see h6 here. So any other move would have been fine. But the real problem was being too low on the clock, as always. I don't know if I should play another one. I'm kind of bummed about losing that. I'll play one more. Last game. 10 viewers. Welcome, viewers. Okay, we have Chewy Chocolate. Let's try to make up for that last game. So this guy's 2142 Bullet. And we have... Okay, I haven't played this in a while. I'll go b5 right away. I was thinking maybe e6. Okay. And let's continue with bishop b7. So knight f3, I think e6, but could I go d5? No, we can't. So let's go e6, supporting d5. And do I want to do that right away, or do I want to get on with castling? And do we want to go knight f6 or knight ge7? I don't think I worry about e5 because I think we're okay here. So I think I'll go knight f6 next move. Yeah, I don't have a title. I suck. Look at my rating. I will never have a title. And that's okay. Okay, he plays d3. I still think I'm going to play knight f6. And do I want bishop e7 or do I want d5? I don't want my king in the middle. Let's get it castled where I feel comfortable. And he did that, so I think I'm ready to castle. Okay, is f5. Sorry for the coughing. I was really feeling better earlier today. It's the talking. Like I really shouldn't be streaming when I'm sick. Okay, so if F5, I could ignore it. There's also potential to sack a piece by playing B4 takes this knight moves and then taking here, but that's a bit much. I could play E5, but I don't think that I want that long term because I think this might be something. I think E5 is playable, but I'll probably just ignore it. Okay, he's playing at like a Grand Prix. Yeah, it is essentially a Grand Prix. So we could go D5 and strike at the center here. That does weaken his pawns a little. Maybe I will go D5. Let's go D5. Strike back. E5, it looks good at first glance for white, but I don't think it is. We just go to D7. I think that's where I want to go. Possibly to E8, but no, I think I want to go to D7. I mean, it's a tough choice. Yeah, I think I'll go there. And if he doesn't play E5, then I might take. Then I think I have B4 and I win a pawn, right? Takes B4. Could he push? No, I don't think so. Yeah, so I might be able to take and then B4, or maybe B4 first. Maybe I could go B4 first. They might transpose, actually. Or do they? I'm not so sure. And then take here. They might transpose. No, the last thing I would want is a arena title. I would pay money not to have an arena title. Okay, so yeah, I could go B4 first, or I could take on D4. I'm kind of inclined to take here. But what if can he take with the knight? Yeah, the problem is he can take with the knight. So I think I will go B4 first. Yeah, so B4 first. Otherwise, if I take on D, okay. And then I think I win a pawn here. Yeah, so, okay, maybe I don't win it. Yeah, in this line, I don't win a pawn. But yes, here we shall take. And recapture on F6. And then he can go BC at the end. But I've killed these pawns, right? There's no more. So I like what has happened there. So I like that. I consider that a success. Now, we can put a rook or a queen on the C file. Then he's got to do something like this. But then I can just keep attacking it. Or can I? Yeah, I can. Oh, there's this though, right? This is a threat. Can't do anything about it. I could push. It's going to require a lot of babysitting though. I could babysit it though. Okay, I'm going to do that. He's going to play C4, and we're going to go into a battle over the D4 pawn. But actually, I could always take on F3. Removes one of the attackers of it. Yeah, so c4, knight c6 probably. Oh, I'm really getting sick here. I was really feeling better earlier today. c4, knight c6. Maybe knight d7 instead. No. Has to be knight c6. Okay. I might win a pawn here with... Oh, no, I don't. Damn. Okay, so... Maybe here. But then he takes, right? Knight c6. Is this a thing? Queen b6. Here? Lots of interesting moves here. Queen b6 is kind of interesting. Okay, knight c6. Bishop f3. Then queen b6. There's bishop a3. It gets really messy. Okay. Why not here first again? Why not there first? I can't stop coughing. Why not queen b6 first? Why? Oh, I think I didn't like this so much. I think they will transpose. Okay, let's start with knight c6 and then I'll go queen b6. Oh god, time issues again. Just like that. Yeah, so queen f7. Actually, queen f7 right away doesn't work, right? Because we could take or take. So maybe this was the best move. Rook b8, hitting my bishop. I think we can just go, okay. So now I think we can win this pawn, right? Maybe not. So queen c7. This is still sensitive. Okay, let's go here. Yeah, this is still sensitive, but I don't know. It is sensitive. I think after about the 1 hour mark, when I start coughing a lot. Okay. I already forgot what I was looking at. Okay, let's say queen f2. Then I can take the knight. So that, I don't think that works for him. If he goes bishop b2, I think it's the same problem. for him. So that's what he's trying to figure out. I just lost my hearing somehow. Ears just got plugged. Trying to pop it. Well, that's unsettling. Okay, well, I've got plugged ears now. Okay, so he hits my rook. Can I afford to sack the exchange? I don't... No, let's not be silly. So I could... Maybe I should just defend this pawn, right? While I can. So let's do that. Okay. Even though I want to put it on the e-file because the e-file is going to open up. But I'm scared of needing to defend this pawn. So we'll go here. Hopefully I don't regret that. Probably I will. Okay, at least I'm equal on the clock. Still threatening to take on d5. So what if he goes knight f3? Then I can take on f4 without... Okay, we can threaten here. Doesn't do much. So we shall take with the bishop. He could offer a trade. Okay. We can I push? No, and that's when I'm going to regret not putting the rook here. See, I told you I was going to regret that. Damn it. That sucks. I can't tell you how much that sucks. Okay. See, I should have went with my instinct. Okay, ears are still plugged. We have a passed pawn. I mean, I do prefer black here. I kind of want to push. What's he doing with his queen? Okay, is this a thing? I'll just keep pushing. Okay, I'm going to do this. He puts a rook on e1. I keep pushing. Okay, we take with the rook. And he somehow missed this. So he just completely missed it. He's still playing. Okay. So we still have to win. I could go g6 and tuck this down, but let's improve the rook. Okay, let's do that. And stay vigilant. We can threaten mate. That looks very strong. Not sure what he's thinking about here. He might just still be in shock that he dropped his queen. Excuse me. Or he might let his time run. He might be tilted here. Nope. Okay. So, yeah, can I do this? I think I can. So let's play it. Hopefully I'm not, I know, I'm scared I'm hanging some, I don't know, back rank or something. Okay, well, he missed another one. Okay, well, let's jump straight to the engine on that one. Just because I'm coughing a lot. So I don't want to spend too much longer here. So he dropped the queen, but I did prefer my position before he dropped the queen. So the opening went fine. And yeah, b4 was good. I guess you could have done it this way too. I thought this didn't work because I thought you could take with the knight. It didn't like my d4 move, though. It wants to play knight c6 or something. Why did it not like this? Because of rook b1. And then taking, and yeah, I'm not so sure why that's an issue. But it wants to develop a little bit more first before we do that. And then here it wants to take on c3. Interesting. And then after queen takes, then knight c6. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would ever take on c3 there. But it does kind of get, this pawn is a little bit of a, requires some babysitting, so I can understand a little bit to take it off, but overall the game was pretty equal, and then he just dropped the queen here. But as I say, I think black is better here. I mean, it says minus 0.7, but it feels better than that to me. So had he gone back, I probably would have brought in the other rook here, and there's a lot of things that I mean, look at all these ideas for black. So computer says it's minus 0.5, but I think practically it's stronger than that. Okay, I'm going to end it there, guys, because my voice is starting to go and I am sick and I'm coughing a ton. So as a recap, I did Puzzle Streak of 41 as my warm-up. Then I played a lot of games, got lucky in a lot of my games. But overall, I think I finished in the green. Yeah, finished in the green. Still have a ways to go, though, where I feel that my rating is respectable. I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow. We shall see. Probably 50% chance. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you next time. Have a good one.